Our first guest tonight is a very funny comedian and actor you know from The King of Staten Island and Saturday Night Live. He stars in the new animated series The Freak Brothers, which is streaming exclusively on Tubi November 14th. Please welcome back to the show our friend Pete Davidson, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
It's nice to see you.
Good to see you, too.
This, I was going to say, thanks, you were just down the hall, but you actually, this is very on brand for Pete Davidson. We were worried you were going to make it here on time because you were stuck in traffic on the Verrazano Bridge.
Yes, I was, 30 minutes ago, I was on the Verrazano Bridge.
This is very impressive that you made it, and I can't thank you enough.
Oh, that's, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
I want to address something. I feel like I want to confirm if it's real.
Okay.
Or rumor. You've been reading a lot about it in the press.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about this because...
Thank you. We appreciate you doing it here.
There's a lot of people I walk by, people are like whispering and, making eyes at me. And, but it is true. I do have a show on Tubi coming out. Yeah.
The Tubi.
The Tubi. A lot of people are shocked that I could get on a show like Tubi.
Yeah. But it's a real...
It's a real thing. Tubi...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes, thank you.
And, you are... Because you do a lot of stand-up. Obviously, we know you're from SNL as well.
Yeah.
First time doing animated.
Yes.
It seems like a scam.
It's a dream. You just get to sit... I got to do it in my closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, now, was it the closet because of the pandemic, or...?
No, I just requested it. That was, yeah. No, it was during the pandemic, and they called, and they were like, would you like to do a cartoon with Woody Harrelson, John Goodman, Tiffany Haddish, Lala Anthony, Adam Devine, and Blake Anderson? I was like, yeah. I was like, what's the premise? They're like, you're a pothead that smokes weed all the time. And I was like, yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, it was like
as an actor, you've always said to me, you want to stretch.
Yeah, I need to stretch my legs a little bit. Yeah.
You want to challenge yourself to do different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a really all-star cast. You have to tell us, I think you are the middle of these three gentlemen, right?
Yes, that is me.
Yeah.
That is Phineas Freakers.
Yeah.
He is, the kind of the nerdy. He thinks he's really smart leader of the Freak Brothers, and that is me.
Now, this kind of has the style that plays into this premise because you guys are '60s stoners,
right? Who
come to the modern time. It's a very high concept stoner cartoon.
Everybody's into like Tenet and, but this is.
Can we talk about that? Yeah. Everybody's into Tenet.
Tenet and, but listen, this story really spoke to me.
Because that's the thing, the two things. When you answer the phone, you want to be challenged in the part.
Challenged.
And the script has to speak to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they were like, the story is that these three gentlemen smoke a mega doobie in 1969. And they wake up in 2021.
There you go.
And,
so, you know what? So enough about Tenet.
Yeah.
We get it.
You can only imagine what these fellows get into.
And this is,
that's Tiffany Haddish.
That's Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, no, for real.
She's a talking cat.
She's a talking cat.
Who's sort of your guide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the best.
Do you find when you're in the closet recording?
I was saying...
Do you find, like, they're listening in real time, or do you record it and send it off? Like,
they're there with you, which is very...
Not in the closet with you.
No, they're not in the closet with me. They watch you do it, which is always weird because you'll do, like, you're screaming in your closet.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, yeah, that was really good. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And in a completely different other way that wasn't like what you did. But we had fun doing it. It was just something really nice to do during the pandemic.
I am a huge fan of your mom, who is one of the sweetest ladies in the world.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Amy Davidson.
Amy Davidson.
Good lady.
Now, is Amy, during this time, or were you and Amy under the same roof? Was she there when you would, like, skulk off to the closet? And did
Yeah.
she believe you when you told her you were doing a cartoon?
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I'm just like, we did live together for like a good 2 years, and she was a pretty great roommate.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think she would say about you as a roommate?
I think she would just be like, that kid jerks off a lot. like for.
I will say, I do
Yeah.
believe this. If a
Like-
mom said it, I do think they wouldn't say your name. They'd say that kid.
That kid.
They'd
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Pete's on SNL, Pete's in the movies, Pete's
Yeah.
got a show in Tubi. That kid jerks
That kid
off a lot.
jerks off a lot. Yeah. No, but we had a really good situation. It was like we
really
got
great.
really close and really tight. I enjoyed it.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Does she, of your stuff, what does she like the most? I mean, she must have liked the fact that you did a film in Staten Island.
Yeah, I think she's just happy I'm not like selling crack under the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, because like that's like definitely my calling. So yeah, she's pleased with anything. But every once in a while you could tell she's still like a little unsure of how it's gonna go, as am I every day. But the other day she was just like, the garbage man's test is coming up this week. She goes, it's a lovely job. You work for the city, you get a uniform.
You were like, I've got a show on
On Tubi, dude. Tubing it up.